what are the big rocks. If you haven't heard about that concept of the big rocks, like you have this guy come in front of a group of students and he's got this big canister of glass and he puts a whole bunch of like big rocks in it and he fills it all the way to the top. And he says, is there anything else I can put in here? And they're like, no, you filled the whole thing. And then he pours a bunch of pebbles and he takes the whole bag of pebbles and all the pebbles go in and fill in the space between the rocks. And then it's all full to the top. Is there anything else I can put in here? They're like, oh no, all of the space in between is filled. And then he takes a bag of sand and he pours in this fine sand that goes in between the pebbles and fills the whole thing to the very, very top. And he says, is there anything else I can put in here? And he pours a big glass of water and it fills in all of the space between the sand, between the pebbles, between the rocks to the very top. And he says, what is this demonstration showing? And someone raises their hand and says, there's always room for more. And he says, no, it's that you have to put the big rocks in first. So there's always going to be a little space here and there for the sand and the pebbles and like maybe that one phone call or, hey, can you help me with? But unless you put the big rocks in first, there will never be space for those things that are most essential to you. And when you put the big rocks in first, you are filled with what is most essential to you, with what brings you most alive, with what really nurtures you, with what matters to you and grows you forward. The number one most important thing you can do in your life with what you're choosing to engage in is know what those rocks are and put them in first.